Hi guys, welcome in, welcome back. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. I've changed my space around a little bit. I thought maybe this table would give me a little bit more room if I moved my big table over there and put all my cards out of the way and just had a bigger space. We'll see. I've got the camera so that you can see the words as they're written. Not these words, but the cards. So, sorry. Okay, what's today? Today is Saturday, January 20th, the beginning of Aquarius season, and also the day that Pluto moves into Aquarius. This is really big. So this morning, as I was cleaning and doing all my chores so that I could have some time to do this, my husband is out on a job for our part-time business. So this gave me a chance to just have some alone time, some quiet time to really think. And they told me that I should look into this whole Pluto and Aquarius thing and, look at some of the history of it. So that's what I did. I've written notes, of course. There's no way for me to memorize all that. And there's no point in me hiding the notebook. So I'm just going to go with it. So we'll do some cards after, but not me, Spirit put it on me to go ahead and, give you some of this information because it's something to think about. The next, 200 years will be really important in our history. We are here on Earth at a very important time. So, all right, so the last time Pluto was in this position was from 1778 to 1998. So think about all the changes that happened. I'm going to be referencing mostly American things because I'm in America, but wherever you are, you can look at what happened in your country or your state from 1778 to 1998. Of course, here in America, 1776 was when the Constitution was signed, although I feel like the last signature was not in that year. Well, it was August 2nd, I think. So July 4th, 1776, and then the last signature, I believe, was like August 2nd or something like that. Anyway, so that was right before Pluto moved into Aquarius back then. So I'm going to list off a bunch of things that happened, and then I'm going to talk to you about Pluto and the sign of Aquarius and what this means, and then moving into our full moon in Leo in about 5 days. I'm not an astrologer, but Spirit is always moving me and guiding me to learn more so that I can help more, so that I can bring more information. And that's something I love. I love learning, so this is up my alley. Okay. So basically, it was like power to the people. These may not be in order because I had to look at several different websites in order to get all this info. So the American Revolution, the Constitution was signed, the end of slavery or the supposed end of slavery. We know that it went on much longer than that. The Trail of Tears happened, civil wars, lots of wars, Lewis and Clark. So a lot of exploration, time of the pioneers, going out west. Many states entered the Union here in America. My state was in 1820. The Alamo, the Oregon Trail, the Gold Rush, Uncle Tom's Cabin was published. The transatlantic telegraph was completed, and the first transatlantic telegraph message was sent. The railroad expanded. We got electricity. And then in the 1900s, we had lots of wars. So don't let that scare you because those types of wars are not going to happen in our day and age, right? It's change and growth. And we've talked about this, how, change is painful. Growth is painful. And these things happen. These are in our history. Okay. So the Panama Canal, the Great Depression, the Holocaust, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, then Woodstock, and the peace and love, generation, burning your bras and all that stuff. So Aquarius is very much about being yourself and not really caring what other people think. So when Pluto was in Aquarius before, these are the things that kind of happened. JFK's assassination, the moon landing, if you believe that we really landed on the moon. Watergate, personal computers, the internet, cell phones, all of those things were developed, during this time. So it was a huge period of growth, that 220 years. I think Pluto's cycle is 226 years to be exact, something like that. But anyway, it was huge. So big changes, big advances happened then, and they're going to happen again. So get ready, buckle up. So this is going to be, I'm sure, painful. Lots of disclosure is going to happen in 2024. We got some in 2023. Probably much more is going to happen, this year as well. So Pluto, what is the planet Pluto all about? It's death and rebirth. It's like a phoenix. It's transformation from the old you to the new you. But it doesn't happen without the pains of growing, the pains of changes, getting used to things in a different way. Sometimes we have to be challenged in order to grow, but we're better for it in the end. I'm not promoting war by any stretch of the means. Those things were in our history. That's how, things happened back then, the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, all those things. That was then. So please, I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying that the next 200 years are going to be a big expansion. Spirit is telling me, big expansion of ourselves. So this time around, we are going to be expanding as a collective group of humans on Earth. We are going to be opening up to our gifts more. You're going to see more psychics, more card readers, more mediums, more clairvoyants. You're going to see all of these things coming out. You're going to see more people believing that we have had extraterrestrials on the planet. There's going to be more disclosure about that. And I apologize if this turns some of you off, but I have to go with what my guides tell me. And these are the things that they're giving me. Lots of us could have a sudden light bulb moment where we say, why am I hanging out with this person? I feel terrible every time I'm with them. It could be, why am I in this job? I need to do something else. Light bulb moments, expansion, growth, growing pains. Some of us might just up and quit a job and not even know what we're going to do. Those are the types of things that can happen with Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, and we are in Aquarius season right now, so a lot of these things may happen regardless. So let's see. You're going to leave things behind that no longer serve you, and it's going to be for your highest good, right? Okay, so Aquarius, innovative, unique, authentic, and self-expression. Aquarians don't usually care what you think about what they're doing, what they're wearing, what they're saying. Aquarians are very comfortable, usually, in their own skin. Of course, we've talked before about how your birth chart, a lot of different planets and positionings affect our personality. But in general, Aquarians are very intelligent, and they, a lot of times, always think they're right. My way is the highway. My way or the highway is kind of sometimes things. Don't be offended. It's not a bad thing. We all have, I'm a Sagittarius, and I talk a lot, and sometimes I put my foot in my mouth, or sometimes I'm blunt without meaning to be. Okay, big chances, big chances. Okay, that came out for a reason. Take chances. Their spirit's going with it. Take chances. Make those changes you've been wanting to make, right? Okay, so right on the heels of this, we have a full moon in Leo. It's a full wolf moon in Leo. For some reason, I can't talk today. I guess I'm trying to talk too fast. Okay. Slow down. Okay. So, full wolf moon in Leo on January 25th. I'm getting goosebumps all over. Think about a wolf and a lion. Think about the personality of a wolf and a lion, right? They both are similar to Aquarian energy. Leo was like, hey, here I am. And the vision that I got when I was meditating on this and when I was thinking about this was a big lion, a big male lion, just shaking his mane and being like, here I am, in all my glory, you know, and the vision they gave me of a wolf was, it was snowy and the wolf was going around and marking his territory all around, you know, where he wanted to, on trees and rocks and what have you. And again, here I am. This is me. This is mine, you know, and neither one of those types of animals really care what you think about what they're doing, right? So we have powerful energy coming through on this full moon. The energy is, I don't care what you think of me. I just am who I am. And we could all embrace that. How much have we brought that through in many of the readings over the past month? Ever since towards the end of December, goosebumps all over. That's a dragon message. Be authentic, be you, be who you are. We have to get there, people. We have to get there. We have to stop trying to be something that we're not. Our soul needs this, right? Okay, so that was what I had for that. Now I have a handy dandy drawer under here so I can just put my notebook away. And we don't have to think about that right now. Okay, we're going to go with it. Let me just, let me get a drink of water. Okay. I want to show you a couple things for some reason, just because I love my husband. I'm a Sagittarius Leo rising. My husband is a Leo Libra rising. So even though he's a Leo, a lot of times he wants things in balance and he doesn't like confrontation. Anyhow, so because I changed my space around, I was like, oh, I can have some of these things. He made me this one time, and it was, these are just wood shavings that he was making something and he saved them. And he said, these look like flowers, and he just carved me this thing. So that's that. He also made me a Forever Rose, which is also made out of wood. And then he painted some little, you know, like a stem on it. You guys know that he made my North Star energy healing sign. He also painted me a little bonsai tree. And I can't reach it, but further up, he painted me a fall tree, say a small one like that. Anyway, don't ask me why I was showing you those, but I guess because I just love my husband and I am who I am. Okay. So they're telling me to go ahead and start with the tarot this time. Okay, Spirit. All right. I don't know where we're going. We're going there together. I don't know how long this video is because I can't see the front of the camera. I just hope that this is in the shot. If not, it's just going to be my voice. Okay. Yeah, got it. Okay. Hopefully you could see the stuff I was holding up because I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like this. I mean, it's different. It's going to take me a while to get used to. Maybe they were prompting me to do this to just have some change. I don't know. Okay, again, this is a general message for the collective. I'm going to have to maybe lay them out a little different because of the space. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? General readings tend to run a little longer because there are lots of things they want to get out, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so general reading for Pluto and Aquarius, full moon in Leo. What can we expect, Spirit? So this is just, I guess we could, I don't know what to call it. They'll tell me after. This is general messages for what's coming up, Pluto and Aquarius, full wolf moon in Leo, okay? So we'll go with it. Yeah, lots of reflection. And I went through today and I actually looked up when are all the new moons, when are the full moons, when are the eclipses. So I put that in my phone. So, and again, this is not normally something that I do. But hey, I'm just like you all. I'm in Pluto and Aquarius season. So, you know, I'm going to probably have some growing pains and some changes as well. But I trust my guides. I trust the dragons. I trust Mother Mary, Phaedra, Justin, and Landau. They are all there for me, with me all the time. And I am a channel for them. You know, I'm a vessel for messages to get out to the collective. I'm honored that they chose me for this. Okay, so let's see what we've got. So I've got what's around the corner over here. And then I did my typical 6 cards, and we got a bonus card, which is the world. Woo! Yes. Okay. So I just want to point out, let me see if you can you see the cards? Kind of. I just want to point out that the first card out was the Tower, and the last card out was the World. Big changes. I'm getting goosebumps all over, guys. Okay, so first card out, the Tower. Tower moment, rocking your belief system. Something happens that knocks that crown off. The top of the Tower, every time I look at this card, I see that, like, the crown falling. Somebody that you put on a pedestal is not there. It could be the president of the United States, or somebody in your country that you thought was a certain way and isn't. I'm not saying I'm giving you what Spirit is giving me. 3 of Swords. This is my least favorite card in the entire deck. I don't like it because it represents heartache. But in this reading, because we're talking about the Pluto and Aquarius season, we already know we're going to experience that, right? We already know it. We know that with this big growth and expansion... Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I got to get a Kleenex. I had to put those on the floor. They used to be right behind me. Whoops. Okay, guess not. All right, 8 of Wands. This is fast forward action. I always say hitting the mark, hitting the bullseye, going where you want it to go. You are going where you want to go, okay, so hold on. Okay, so 8 of Wands happens when you decide what your goal is and where you want to go and who you want to be, and you go for it. It doesn't happen when you sit around and say, well, maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that. Tuning into your intuition is going to give you that guidance of where to go, okay? All right, for some reason, they wanted me to get that out. Okay, Pinecone, you're not going to be able to be in the middle, sorry. I have this because this is a representation of your pineal gland, which is all about connection to Spirit. There you go. All right, so the next row, 7 of Cups. No surprises there. We need to reflect on things. This is more of an emotional reflection. So this, I'm hearing, is about what we just talked about. Spirit brings things up over and over. I swear, it doesn't matter what sign I'm doing or what. The general message right now is getting rid of the people that no longer... So the people that drag you down, the people that are negative, and getting rid of the things that no longer serve you. I'm hearing drinking, smoking. I don't know why they're giving me that. Please, I don't judge anyone. They're saying this is the time for rebirth. You can be who you want. Seize the day, seize the energy of Pluto and Aquarius to make the changes you've been wanting to make. Okay. And then we have the Chariot. This can be Cancer energy. But it's also victory. It's victory with a riddle. Let me just make sure that am I holding that? Yeah, okay. It's victory with something else that needs to be figured out before you can continue on your path they're giving me. And then Queen of Wands, fiery, passionate energy, feminine energy. She's loyal. She's got a dog there, red and purple and fire and just go for it energy. So some of you may have, this could be you. This Queen of Wands could be you, or it can be a feminine energy in your life. Lots of feminine energy coming through here. We have the male coming out of the Tower. Then we have the female, the female, the female. We have a couple men in the what's around the corner, and we'll get to that in a minute. Sorry, let me get another drink. Oh my God, I just heard sing your own song, paint your own portrait. Really coming through strong. I'm glad I have the time to do this today, because apparently with Pluto coming into Aquarius, and this is the start of Aquarius season, there's a lot of energy that I'm tapping into right now. A lot of energy that I'm tapping into. Okay, The last card I pulled out was the World, but they don't want me to do anything with that right now. They're saying just leave that there. And we're going to look at this now as a whole. Let me see. Can you see the... Give me a second. I got to stand up and see where this... Oh, okay, good. All right, you can see the whole thing. Perfect. Okay. They had me wear this scarf today. In the old days, I used to talk about how they tell me what to wear. Spirit, they're like, yeah, wear that fiery scarf. Okay, will do. All right, so the first card, the Tower. Tower moment. What this is going to be for each of you individually, I have no clue. But you will know it when it happens. I'm trying to think. I haven't had anything recently, but I can tell you that something for me was when I got this new job, I decided that I was not going to marry myself to this job. Not this job, my day job, the job that I do part-time. I don't bring it home with me. I do everything that I can do while I'm on the clock, and I leave it. And that is not me at all. I used to worry about my job. How can I be better? I want to be the best. Striving for that. I don't do that anymore. I do the best I can when I'm there. I don't worry about impressing anybody. I don't worry about any of that stuff anymore. That was a Tower moment for me because all my life, and I've been working since I was 15, other than 2 years off when I had each of my children. I've been working full-time, 2 jobs, 3 jobs sometimes, and I always was like, I've got to be better. I've got to be the best. I've got to do this. They might fire me if I don't do this. I got to be better. And I just finally was able to leave that behind. So that was 45 years of working at every single job I ever had, worrying about giving more than 100%. And so I'm giving you that example, or Spirit is telling me to give you that example of what a Tower moment can be. It doesn't mean that somebody is going to punch your lights out or, you're going to lose your house. It can be many things, okay? So I really, really want or hope that you guys journal. I highly recommend that you start a journal for 2024. It's going to be so transformational for you that you will really enjoy looking back at your journal as the year progresses. Even if you only write down a couple things. I do it almost every night. I'm not going to say I do it 100% of the time. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes we get home late. That doesn't happen often. But I really want you guys to start a journal. They have journals that have prompting words or whatever, if you really don't think that you can do it. But I have so many blank journals that I bought over the years when they were on sale, and I just have them stacked up in a bookcase, and when I want a new one, I just pull it out. But mine right now is more of a gratitude journal. I've used it for manifesting with a 369, which I've said about before, writing something 3 times, then something different about it 6 times, then the end result 9 times. And it worked. I manifested both of the things I did that with. And then I just decided to go to a gratitude journal. Gosh, they're making me talk so fast. My jaw's starting to hurt. So really try it, please. Try it. Just write down 3 things that you're grateful for and maybe 1 thing that happened that day that you want to remember. It doesn't have to be anything significant. It could be, I had a Harry Potter movie marathon, or whatever. Don't ask me why I said that, but, okay, so journal. All right, 3 of Swords. I'm so sorry. This is such a wordy post, but I can't help it. Okay, we know that we're going to have some heartache as we're changing. Things are going to be different. That's just the way it is. And we are going to have some heartache when we leave friends behind, when we possibly leave boyfriends or girlfriends or jobs or maybe even a business. Maybe you've been working at a business for a couple of years and it just hasn't done what you wanted it to. And now it's time to just move on. Move on. 8 of Wands. Decide what it is you want. Set your goal. take action toward it, okay? This is such a good time. Full moon, full moon on the 25th is a great time to set your intentions, let things go, but really setting your intentions. I know that I've said this, that this is January, clean slate, new year. This is, I feel, one of the most important full moons of 2024. So please be careful what you do on the 25th. Please be careful what you say and what you think about yourself, about your life, about your home, car, job, all that. Okay, please be careful. All right. Okay, so we get that. All right, so moving on, we have the Seven of Cups. A lot of us are going to be reflecting on our emotions. We're going to be thinking about those friendships, about those relationships, about how emotionally attached we are to things, right? That's what they're giving me, things. As an example, in my tarot group that I go to once a month when we can, I'm bringing 4 decks that I don't use, that I'm not connected to. And it was really hard for me. There's one deck that somebody gave me that's really expensive, but I will never use it on camera because it has lots of naked pictures in it, and it's just something I wanted to hold on to it because she gave it to me. This was a long time ago. I don't even talk to this person anymore. She gave it to me because she became a Catholic, so she thought that she shouldn't have that. So it wasn't like she bought it for me, okay, just to be clear on that. Usually if people buy me things, I will keep them. So I had a really hard time putting it in the box just a few minutes ago when I was rearranging this. And I was like, Lisa, you've used this deck maybe 3 times. You don't resonate with it. Let somebody else have it that wants to use it. So that was one of them. The other one is the Lenormand Gypsy deck. I used it in somebody's reading. I can't remember who. Maybe Pisces. I don't know. And I just don't connect with that deck. I don't know. I love the artwork, so I bought it for the artwork. But as I was using it, I'm not connected. And this is, if any of you are readers, it's really, really important for you to feel connected to your deck, okay? The other one is a Rider-Waite Tarot. It's the mini one. You've seen me use it a few times. It's the pocket-sized regular Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm not drawn to it. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with any of these decks. Well, anyway, you get the point. So I was boxing up these 4 decks, and I had a really hard time doing it. I'm not a hoarder, but I just like things. I don't know. I like to keep things, and maybe I'll use that another time. Maybe, So anyhow, I'm sorry I got off track. So there's an example. Yes, I had a hard time with it, but is it going to be better? Yes, I don't have those 4 decks cluttering up this table. I have the decks that I want to use, the decks that I'm attracted to, the decks that resonate with me, the decks that speak to me. I can move those, pass those on to somebody who might say, wow, this is great. I love this deck. That's what I'm hoping happens. All right. So reflect on your attachments. That's what I'm hearing. Whether it's love, money, things, jobs, reflect on what you're attached to. Are there things that you can let go to simplify and to get clarity? I'm here, get clarity. Connect more with what matters. Wow, this reading is turning into something I never expected. Okay, and then we have the Chariot, okay, which is also a 7. I didn't look at the numbers because I don't have them memorized. 3877. Okay, it could be Cancer. But I don't feel really like signs are significant today, so I think this is more like victory. And they're showing me, my guides are so hilarious. They're showing me a chariot galloping along and somebody's throwing things out. And what's left is a treasure chest. What's left in the chariot is a literal treasure chest, which they could not see because of everything that was piled on top of it. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh, what a great analogy. So, Chariot is victory. The riddle The riddle I'm hearing, remember the sphinxes are a riddle, is exactly that. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of so you can grow and bloom? Like my carnations. I have this weird, I always touch my flowers and tell them I love them. And they stay, carnations, they'll stay like beautiful for about 3 weeks. Sorry, I'm not weird or anything. Queen of Wands. Fiery, passionate, feminine energy coming through. They're showing me like a woman running up with a bowling ball and just having a strike and blasting everything out of there. I hope some of this means something to you guys. I feel super, super joyful right now. Super, super happy. I feel like this message has been waiting and waiting and waiting to come out. I almost feel like my guides were saying, oh my gosh, we can't wait till January 20th when we're going to give her this message. Everybody really needs to hear this. Okay, super feminine energy. Let your feminine side out. If you're a male watching and you have a strong, powerful woman, now they're showing me a guy walking up to his wife or spouse or girlfriend, grabbing her and like a waltz embrace, but spinning around and just being joyful and happy and just saying, I love you so much. And that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Fiery, passionate, feminine energy. If this isn't you and you're not the feminine energy and your counterpart is, do it. Grab them and spin them around. Bend them down in a kiss. Be dramatic. Be passionate. Be romantic. Oh, guys. Oh, man. Okay. So we've gone over all this, right? We're ending up with this. We're ending up in pure happiness with our heart's desire, but in our true self. In our true self. Right when I was saying that, I see like fairy dust, and there's no fairy dust in here, sparkling down right off camera. So this is kind of a feminine card too. There's a woman up top with wings. There's the woman in the middle. And then there's the eagle, the lion, and the bull. The world. You've got the world. You've got the bull by the horns, right? So they're saying the key to all of this is listening to your gut. It's letting go of what no longer serves you. It's getting rid of that so you can get to the treasure, which is you. You are the treasure. You need to find it, okay? Find it. Wowzers. Okay. Sorry. Let's put those up there. Whew. Okay, what's around the corner? Who could have guessed this was going to come out? Death of the old way of doing things, right? It is a Scorpio card, but like I said, they're telling me, no, this doesn't have anything to do with certain signs. Death of the old way of doing things. Change it up. Change it up for Pluto Aquarius season. Pluto's going to be here for a while. It does wobble back into Capricorn for a bit and maybe Pisces, but you'll have to look that up because I'm not an astrologer. And then back into Aquarius for the foreseeable future, probably past when I'm on this earth. So I do like this card because it's got a white rose and a white stallion. So when you let go of that, slough it off like a snake skin, it's gone. You'll find the treasure that is you. The next card is the Ten of Wands. Okay? Time to stop carrying the burden. Time to stop carrying the burden of others. Well, some of us have things that we have to do, of course. But, I'm not saying if you have an elderly parent you're caring for to say, oh, frig this, I'm not going to do it anymore. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying unnecessary burden. They're saying stop taking on the unnecessary burdens of other people, other jobs, other responsibilities that aren't yours, that you don't need to do. This is a way that can cause some feathers to be ruffled. An example that they're giving me is I worked at this one place, this was years ago in Tennessee, and for some reason, nobody knew how to change their printer cartridges, and we had like 6 different styles and types of printers. So I just inherited that I was the one that was going to change everybody's ink. Now I was the biller. I was the collector. I was on the phone most of the day. I sent out invoices and et cetera, et cetera. And I would get interrupted all the time. Not all the time, but as many times as somebody needed new ink. Sometimes it could be 3 times in one day. And I sat there one day and said, how in the hell did I inherit this? Like, how come people can't just figure it out? So what I did to set that load down was I typed up instructions on how to do it, and I taped it up at every printer. And then I told everyone where their ink was. I marked their ink. We had a whole closet full of ink boxes, ink cartridges. And I labeled each one. This is the MA station on floor 1, blah, blah, blah. So do you think they stopped calling me? Nope. They continued to do it. Until finally I had to put my foot down and say, look, guys, I gave you the directions. You need to try it yourself. So that's an example of a burden that I could set down. I didn't need to be doing that. That was me trying to give more than 100%. That was in no way, shape, or form any part of my job. And I'm not the type of person who ever says, that's not my job. I will help anybody. But that was out of control. Okay, example given. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so this card today is saying pay attention to your emotional well-being. Pay attention to your emotional well-being. You see how he's created all these emotional cups and things, and then he's celebrating. He's got this one cup like, woohoo! And then there's a rat that's going to drink out of it because he's not paying attention to this. Excuse me. So these cards, we're reading them a little bit non-traditionally, but I'm giving you what my guides are giving me, okay? Pay attention to your emotional well-being. Listen to your gut. When there are things you need to clean up and clear out, you need to get it done. Get it done. Death of the old way. Okay, that's that. All right. Okay, well, they're saying, okay, let's give them something nice and easy. I'm for that. Sorry. All right, we're going to go to the Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma. God, it might take a whole day just to get this video processed and uploaded, for crying out loud. But it's needed. It's a big day. Today's a big day. I love you guys. I love you. Please comment. Thank you so much for following, subscribing, liking, sharing. The likes are what really gets these moving. If you think other people need to hear this, please give it a thumbs up. Please. I'm asking you. Please. So more people can see it. Okay. I thought that was it, but you saw they scrambled them all up, so I couldn't get it. Okay, Spirit. What is the card or cards? Awareness. Oh, yeah. Awareness. Have we had that one before? I don't think so. Dance. We had that the other day. Dance. That's so funny. They gave me the example of dancing with the one you love. Remember that? Oh, Spirit, you're so good to me. Always confirming that I'm connected because I have doubts. I'm only human. Kindness. Oh, my God. You guys know that's my thing. That's my thing, being kind. Wish I could meet all of you in person. Okay, so the first card out is awareness. Pay attention. Remember, pay attention. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. And this is a beautiful, beautiful card with a dragonfly and a beautiful tattooed fairy. It's just gorgeous. Plus, I love orange. Orange and green are my 2 favorite colors. Gorgeous. Awareness. Be aware. We talked about this already. Tune in. Listen to your gut, right? Examine the emotional stuff. Look at it. Get rid of it. Throw it out of that chariot if you don't need it. Dance. And this is like a fairy dancing with a frog. And there's a dragonfly in this too. So dragonfly. Let me see. There is not a dragonfly in the next one, but that could be significant. And I don't think we have dragonflies in the tarot cards, do we? I don't think so. All right, dance. You know, the reason I'm doing that is because after I've uploaded videos, I've noticed, I said, oh my God, you didn't even notice that there were 2 embryos. This is an embryo that in another reading that I put up, and I'm like, too late. I've already posted it. But I'm like, so my guides are telling me, examine things a little more closely before you close out the readings. All right, dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. What were we always saying about joy and happiness? That's what I told you I felt today. I feel so happy and joyful. And that picture I was given of the 2 people dancing around the kitchen and bending for a kiss and twirling, and oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And look at, I just said my favorite colors were orange and green. Orange, green, orange. Thank you, Spirit, again. There are no mistakes when Spirit has control. Kindness. Live with compassion. Open your heart to all life forms. Be an angel with hands. Kindness, peace and kindness, it's my thing. It's kind of my thing, right? Oh, wow. What a reading, guys. What a reading. Dragons want to close out. How did I know that was coming? Well, how long is this? Oh, gosh, I can't even see. I'd have to get up from my chair, and I don't want to make it longer by doing that. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I really do. I just love this so much. I hope by the end of 2024, I'll be able to do things like this full-time. Healings and meditations and cards and hypnosis sessions. I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it. I'm going to need 10 volunteers once I get my cert. I'm 60% done with my class. I haven't done anything with it for 2 weeks. Oh, got to get moving. Okay. Dragons. Yes, we are here, they said. What's the most important message for my watchers today to hear from you? This reading was about Pluto in Aquarius, Aquarian times, and the full wolf moon in Leo. What is the most important card for my... let me feel into it. Is this what you want? Yep. Okay. White dragon, that's mine. I mean, my dragon is white. 1, vision, contemplating the future. Yeah, we're all doing that right now. Contemplating the future. Oh, jeepers creepers. I hope, when I was holding up those cards, I hope the heck you could see them. Was I holding them over? I don't know. Okay, sorry. Vision, contemplating the future. Number 1, new beginnings, new start. Number 23, which is a 5, which is change. Enlightenment, moving forward. Thank you. You guys, I can't ask for better guides. I really can't. I mean, oh man, I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful. So grateful. Contemplating the future. Back a little bit. The star, the constellation is the wolf. The constellation is the wolf. Oh my gosh. The star is Alpha Lupi. What is your place in the stars? And what is your future? Sometimes it is difficult to discern, but gazing out into the great unknown is worthwhile nonetheless. Develop your wisdom and gaze out into your future to harness your knowledge of the path that best serves you. The path that best serves you. They wanted me to say that again. Open your eyes with innocence and wonder. Gaze forth with eyes that pierce into the veil of the very galaxy, and know that the answer to each question you ask can be found in your mind's eye. Within, look within. You have a mighty vision and ability to see what comes next. Tap into your intuitive powers. Seek and you will find. Go on a vision quest and harness your ability to gaze into the future with confidence. Now is the time to contemplate and harness your wisdom for the great journey ahead. Oh, love it. I love it. Okay, 23. I'm sorry. I know I've got to wrap this up. I could talk to you guys forever. Still open to a Zoom call if anybody wants to. Okay. 23. Enlightenment moving forward. Canis Minor, the lesser dog. So we had wolf and dog for these. This is important, I'm thinking. It only takes one step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with that single step. Then another, then another, then another. Begin that slow and steady progress to your highest goal. Allow the light to guide you on a dark path. Look within to gather your strength and push forward. Look within. Again, within, within, within. Meditate. Oh my gosh. Take action. Begin along your path. There is no turning back, so move forward. Your journey as a human is all part of a larger goal of returning to the light. Yes, it is. Seek enlightenment, and there you will be. Follow the light and realize that it isn't about the goal. It's about the journey. The journey. Find your light and follow it through the darkness. It is your destiny to partake on this epic journey, so have faith. Meditate on the ways that you could choose to move forward for the greater benefit of yourself and all beings as you partake on your own personal journey toward the light in your life. Seek ever greater light as you progress forward. With each step, gain greater wisdom and understanding. Find your light and follow it home until you realize that with each and every step, you're already there. Home is within you. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you stuck it out. I hope you could see the cards I was holding up. I love you all so much. You don't even know. I love this. Thank you. Thank you. And as always, peace and kindness every single day.